Uh, can I tell you about one of the most extraordinary days of my life? I was in a hospital in Boston. This is several years ago. I had a stay in that hospital for, I think it was about a month or so. And I had a breakdown, actually, that's why I was there. And I was feeling lonely and sorry for myself. And there was a children's hospital right there too. And I went there one day because they wanted me to have a test, and that hospital had the special equipment for this brain test because there was concern that I might have a brain tumor because I had such severe headaches. Well, I went and had the test, and it went well, no tumor. But some of the children heard about me, and they wanted to meet me, or rather Dorothy, because they'd all seen the Oz movie. So I agreed, and I went back. I think there were 4 floors in the hospital. There were children there who had physical problems, and there were mentally retarded children. And I went to the first floor ward there, and I walked in, and there were children who couldn't walk. Some had never walked. I was told that some were not expected to live to reach their teens. And I walked in, and they all waved and said, "Hi, Dorothy," and some of them said Judy, and the nurses picked up the smallest ones so that they could see me. Well, I felt overwhelmed and kind of numb, and I said to a doctor, "What can I do?" And he said, "Just go to each one, go to each bed, and sit and sing a few notes, maybe sing something that will jog their memory." So I did. I went to each child, and I gave each one my all. And I went back to see all the children a few more times because they were such darlings and so brave. I was so moved. Well, the time came, it was the end of my stay, and I had to go back to LA. So before going to the train, I went one last time, and the children knew that I was coming to say goodbye. Well, they were all fixed, their hair combed and fixed up, and a few of the older girls had lipstick on, and I went, excuse me, I went hugs and kisses all around with each child until I got to the last bed. Now, I had never missed this bed. This was a little girl, 5 years old, and she was from a family of 8 children. But she had been rejected by her family and even beaten just because she was sick. And she'd been in that hospital for 2 years, and she had never spoken, not a word. So when I first met her, I had, the first time I went to her bed, she panicked and cowered in the corner of her bed. So whenever I went to see her, I would talk and sing a little bit of Rainbow to her, but I could never get very close. So this last day, I went to her and I said, "Goodbye, sweetheart. I hope you feel well. Thank you for helping me. I'll miss you." And all of a sudden, she just jumped up and threw her arms around my neck and started to talk. She shouted, "Don't go, Judy, don't go. I love you, Judy. Don't go." And she kept talking. We couldn't understand it. We didn't know what she was saying, maybe crying for her mother. All these words were coming out of her, things pent up inside of her for all those years. Well, I was crying, the nurses were crying, and she held on to me for dear life. And my assistant whispered to me, "Judy, we have to go or we'll miss a train." And I said, "Then we'll just have to miss it. I'm not leaving this child while she's talking." So I stayed there. I don't know how long, but I never felt anything like that in my life. All of a sudden, I didn't give a damn about movies or getting fired or all the other humiliations that I'd been through. I didn't have to sing. I didn't have to impress anyone. I was helping someone who needed me. This precious little girl. And the two of us stayed together like that. And I'll never forget it. When she finally fell asleep, she was smiling. Smile, though your heart is aching. Smile, even though it's breaking. When there are clouds in the sky, you'll get by. If you smile through your fears and sorrows, smile, and maybe tomorrow you'll see the sun come shining through for you. Light up your face with gladness, hide every trace of sadness. Although a tear may be ever so near, that's the time you must keep on trying. Smile, what's the use of sighing? You'll find that life can be worthwhile if you just light up your face with gladness, hide every trace of sadness. Although a tear may be ever so near, that's the time you must keep on trying. Smile, what's the use of sighing? You'll find that life is still worthwhile if you